Welcome to the Andile and Liam show here on UND TV. I don't really know how to describe the show. It's just, he's my co-host. I'm the also co-host. We're just going to talk about stuff. We got some interviews here in the other block coming up. But yeah, let's just get right into it. December 11th is officially the breakup day, with having the most breakups in a day around the entire world. What are your thoughts of that?
You know, it's actually crazy. So statistically, the 11th is the most round number, right? And traditionally, breakups happen around round objects. You know, like a table, people sit down and that's where they discuss breakups, or over coffee, because coffee cups are round. So it makes sense that the 11th of December would be the highest breakup day in the world.
Not to put your business out there, but as a man that's in a relationship right now, how does that feel that date is quite scary?
You know, it's quite sad.
It is.
11 is my favorite number too.
It is. That's my favorite number, actually. Yeah. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's disappointing. You know, you'd hope that couples around there would stick together.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's not how things go. How do you feel as a man who's exploring his?
As a man that's single and can never find love, I would say, you know, I'm not really fazed by it. I'm just worried for all my people out there that have relationships and the ones that survives. I give credit to. But I feel like the main reason was because they just don't want to get the other people like gifts and stuff, you know. Presents are expensive. Inflation's a thing. If I want to buy someone a pair of shoes, that would cost $150 now. I
reckon, you know, Christmas is coming up soon. They probably had that discussion on December 10th, and they were like, on the 11th, you're not going to buy me Christmas gifts? You have to cut it loose.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Plus, then they would have to go to each other's like families' places and like mixed cultures or something like that. And maybe
some people hate people, you know?
Yeah.
It's tough.
Because people don't like people.
I think another thing they can think about is like 11, 1 plus 1. So.
All right, so today is National Ice Cream Day. So let's talk about ice cream for a little bit. What are your thoughts about ice cream?
Ice cream. My favorite flavor of ice cream is mango and lemon.
Yeah, they're like
It's a good choice, you know. So I come from a traditionally hot place, so you need a good, refreshing ice cream. If you go with like a double chocolate chip, it just gives you a headache because it's so sweet. So you got to go for like a refreshing mango lemon. You know?
Okay. So would that be more like a sherbet?
Like a sorbet maybe.
Don't know what that is.
It's like the fancy word for that.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you see, we stay in the leagues up here. You're like down here, so you.
Okay, you don't have to. Yeah. Okay. I would say I mess with chocolate chip cookie dough. It's kind of basic, but I mess with cookie dough a lot.
When it's cold, that slaps.
It is, yeah. Even when it's hot outside, it still slaps.
True.
You know. Sometimes I just take a stick of cookie dough and just eat it. But now I put it in ice cream, so that's like even better.
You eat cookie dough?
Yeah. Just go to the store and just buy a thing of cookie dough and just like a pickle, you know. Shout out to Lily, a chamoy pickle. You just, you know.
Shout out all the pickles.
Yeah, exactly. Here at UND TV, we have a special role model. So, what are your thoughts towards Tupac Shakur?
You know, I've grown up listening to his music.
Yeah.
Me and him went to the same high school. So, you know, he's been a very close friend of mine. Sometimes I like to replicate him by wearing a white bandana just to pay respects.
Replicate him? You do know he's passed away, right?
Yeah, but to like replicate like his legacy.
Oh, like continue his legacy type thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, you know, he was a good musician. And
yeah. You got some like similar facial features. You guys are like both handsome.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You know, you remind me of his mom.
Really?
Yeah.
I appreciate that. You know, she raised him to be a good man and inspirational, so I'd like to be a good mother one day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You will be.
Now, let's move over to, you know, it is a Christmas season, so what's your favorite Christmas movie, and why is it your favorite Christmas movie?
So my favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard. And according to Wikipedia, Die Hard doesn't count as a Christmas movie. So whoever made that Wikipedia list, I'm coming for you, and I know where you live. But Die Hard is a great one. Grinch is up there. Grinch is cool too. He's green and stuff, and I like color green.
Okay.
Plus, he stole Christmas. And some say that Christmas needs to be stolen.
say you're a bad guy, pretty much. You don't like people.
Nah, the end of the movie was wholesome. Christmas was returned.
Okay.
But on Christmas, I do like to watch Harry Potter.
You kind of resemble me with that dog.
The dog?
Yeah, the dog and Grinch. Max, as Landon says. Yeah, Max.
My middle name was meant to be Max, but backwards, so Zam.
All right, well, I would say my favorite Christmas movie, man, I don't even know. Maybe Elf. I like Elf.
So you're basic? Is what I'm hearing?
All right, so we're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, we're going to have some people to interview. But yeah, we'll be right back.
Are you feeling alone in your faith? UIndy Catholic gives you an opportunity to get involved in a religious community on campus, providing sacramental needs and fellowship for prospective students and giving you a sense of belonging.
We just want you guys to know that God loves you, He delights in you, and He's in awe of you, and we would love to meet you. So you should come on out.
UIndy Catholic, a community for you.
So the overall mission here at Flanner House Indy is to help with the development and growth, the self-efficiency and self-sufficiency of the near northwest side of Indianapolis. When the Double Eights closed in the area, that left the near northwest side a food desert. So Brandon Cosby, the executive director of Flanner House, started with the Flanner House Farms, where they grow fresh produce organically for the neighborhood around. And then later on down the line, Cleo's came about. So we're here to help with the sustainability of getting fresh food at cheap prices to the locals around. Black owned, black ran. That's the gist of Cleo's for the most part.
Welcome back to the Liam and Andile show. We got two special guests here. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, so I'm Kenna Machino.
I'm Mary Rostron.
And you guys are part of the management team. So how does it feel? Yeah.
It feels pretty good. It's kind of stressful, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's been a big learning curve coming straight out of 109 right onto management. But I think we've done okay. I think we've made some adjustments. We're learning a lot.
Nice.
What are your roles in management?
You got it.
I'm the promotions producer, so I and help coordinate our promotional and commercials and that kind of content.
Yeah, and then I'm creative, so I do social media and graphics for shows and stuff like that.
Oh. Do you guys enjoy doing that?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I like the people that are on management with us, and then everyone in the class.
It's the people that make it fun, and our teams are really good.
So how does it feel that you made the jump from 109 to management within your first TV semester?
It's a lot. It's because you've never been in the actual TV class, so it's learning how the class goes, and then also you just have a bunch of extra work that you also have to figure out how to do. So it's just a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot to learn. It was hard, but like what we said earlier, the people are kind of just all the students helped us kind of get adjusted right away. So that made it a lot easier. And then it was just learn as you go, be okay with making mistakes and stuff.
So kind of going off that, how has it been working with other student members?
Oh, it's great. I've been in other places that I wasn't really as close with the people that I worked with, and coming here, I'm pretty close with everyone, and it just makes it a lot easier to work together.
It's way easier to do work when you like the people you're working with. So.
Gotcha. All right, and then just to end off your little management thing, what are some expectations and goals going into next semester?
Well, I have a couple projects that I need to plan, so I just want to execute those well, I think, and just get better at my editing skills and the planning of it. Just overall just get better at creating promotions.
Yeah, I think second semester is definitely going to be for implementing. We've had the whole semester to kind of get in the swing of things, and now that we have, it's just executing what ideas we have.
All right. You got anything else, Ron?
I mean, what advice would you give to someone who's going to be on TV management next semester? I don't know, just
yeah.
Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah, hypothetical. Yeah.
Hypothetically, just have fun with it. Don't really stress about it too much because nothing's really that serious.
Yeah.
It is serious and it will help you, but it's not life or death.
It is still ultimately like a school job. It's meant to help us learn. So
You wouldn't die over this job?
I would.
I would do a lot, but
Yeah.
probably not. I would not.
take a bullet for this
Okay.
job.
I appreciate that. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah. You know, it's great to know that there's people that sacrifice their lives.
I would die
such a-
for some people
Yeah.
that I work with. I would not die for the job. If it was like, you take this job, and if you do, you're gonna die, I'm not taking this job.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I would. Why would I even?
It's fine.
I don't know.
If I take the job, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Is that the criteria?
Yeah.
It's
Got
a
it.
sacrifice you have to make
Mm-hmm.
But
for legacy. Think
All right.
about Tupac. He died for his job.
okay, I changed my
true.
mind. I changed my mind.
That's true. Yeah.
I would.
What are your thoughts of making Tupac Shakur our new UND mascot?
I think it's great. Look at that is just
Incredible.
a beautiful,
Such a handsome
beautiful
man.
man. Like you can't tell me you don't look at that image and you're not feeling something.
Right. Inspirational.
It almost brings me to tears. Like just thinking
It does.
about it.
Yeah. That's the kind of energy we need on campus.
Moment of silence, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I just get so emotional.
Yeah. So enough of that jibber jabbish talk about management. Let's go. Do you drink hot cocoa with milk or water?
Growing up, I only did milk, but recently growing up, I only did water, but I've been trying milk. I just get scared that it's gonna like curdle.
What?
Like, cause if it gets too hot, it's gonna like cook the
No.
milk.
No, that's not how
It doesn't do that?
No.
Oh, then I'm just going straight milk then. That doesn't happen?
Wait, what milk do you have with it?
2%.
Okay.
No, it'll be
Just
fine.
testing it. I don't know if you're like a soy milk kind of person. You
Ew.
kind of look like a soy milk.
Kenna would be a soy
I
milk
did
person.
when I was little because they thought I was lactose intolerant, but I beat it.
She persevered.
What the fuck?
What are your thoughts, Aaron?
Depends on the day, honestly. Like, water just makes it so like runny. So milk like nice and like thick and like creamy. So it just depends.
What do you have it with?
What do I have it with? I usually go with the milk. I think as she said, water is quite runny and nasty and thin, and I like it thicker and I like it creamier.
That's crazy.
What do you like?
So the hot chocolate that I make,
Mm-hmm.
this is what you do. For all those listeners, I gotta sit up for this one. You have your hot chocolate powder, right?
Mhm.
Put 3 little scoops, teaspoons, and then you put 15% water at the bottom, right? Boil it up, make it hot. You stir it. Put 1 teaspoon of sugar, because you can never get too sweet, and then you fill the rest with milk.
That sounds
Slaps.
horrible. That
Because
sounds-
think about it. when you mix the straight milk and cocoa powder, it sometimes doesn't mix correctly. So that's why I use the water as like a base, and
But-
then you
that sounds
trust.
I love when
sometimes if it's a good day, I use Evian.
Mm.
If it's a bad day, I use borehole water. You know, the one from the ground.
What? All right. Thank you for our guests. That was McKenna and Aaron on our show. We will come back from break in a little bit with 2 more guests. So we'll be right back.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Duh.
There's often a moment when you're helping somebody with math where they just suddenly get over that little barrier and they get it. It's a nice aha moment, and I really like being involved in helping students achieve that moment, and we do get a lot of those here in the tutoring lab.
welcome back to the Andile and Liam show here. Our two new guests, also part of the UND TV student leadership team. First off, what does it mean to be part of the student leadership team?
Do you not want to know our names?
No.
Okay. To be part of the student leadership team, when I first started, obviously it's kind of an honor because you have to interview for it, and it takes you a lot of places. Like, you get a lot of opportunities, especially being in the class, but especially being on management, you get a lot of opportunities to do things. And I'm really proud to be on it. But now I've realized it's more of like a learning experience for us. And it puts us in a better position to get those opportunities to learn, to be able to teach the class.
Yeah, it's a big learning experience.
Yeah.
And I love my job. I love what I do on a daily basis. So, just taking on more responsibilities, more, just more in general with the program, and learning through all the things you do. And yeah, just getting more skills, more experience, more people skills too. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so as Grayson pointed out, I completely forgot to ask you.
What's your name?
Grayson Holt.
And your name?
Oh, I'm Logan Wong.
Oh, my fault. Yeah. Right. All right, so explain to the audience each of your specific titles and what is included in that.
Do you want to go first?
Sure. I am the executive producer of UND TV, and I just make sure everything's running smoothly. I also handle a lot of the technical things going on. Yeah, and I do a lot of sports. I set up a lot, so.
Yeah, Logan's the boss and he fixes everything for me, is basically what he's saying. I am the news producer of UND TV, so every week we have a newscast, and with the help of students from the class, I produce a newscast, and I teach anchors how to be anchors and help people with packages and media and stuff like that.
Nice. I don't think I even told the audience, I'm the sports producer, so yeah. What are you?
Next semester I will be head of entertainment and your side sports producer.
Hello, bro.
Yep.
Got it. All right. So this is both of your second years on TV management. So what is it like to have that higher experience?
I think it's really good. Obviously, I plan to be doing this until I graduate, and Logan will be graduating at the end of this year. So I think, especially because we have so many people coming on to management that haven't been on it before, like on Andile, we have Aaron and Kenna who just started and they were in the 109 class. Even just having that first year before they got here, it helped me a lot learn that I needed to teach them kind of how to do things, and having that experience. It's nice when people can come to you and you know what you're talking about finally, because last year I still didn't necessarily know exactly what I was doing, but now that I do, I feel like I'm helping everyone around me, and it's nice.
Yeah, coming into 109 first semester my freshman year back in 2020, I think the position I am in now seemed so far off. Back in that time, it was Cody Conway, and I looked up to him a lot, and I thought, he was the goal, I guess. And same with a bunch of other student managers like Julian, people like that. And it was a weird experience coming into student management for the first time, because I felt like I wasn't ready, I guess. But now that I'm in it and have, this is my second year, I finally feel like I'm kind of there, I think.
Yeah, it's weird because when we first got here, they were the OGs on student management, and we thought that they were so cool, and not discrediting us and saying that we're not cool, but
you're not cool.
Okay. It's just cool because you always wonder if someone's looking up to you, how we looked up to those people.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be cool when we graduate and people talk about us like that. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Cross our fingers.
Yeah.
Okay. You wanna go? All right. Well, how has it been working with current GM, Mr. Rick Dunkel, last year and this year?
It was definitely a switch up from Cohen. Everything has changed in TV, radio, 109, everything. Like, it's completely different. Rick is kind of like our team dad, and he's amazing. He's opened us up to a lot of experiences, and we've been able to do other things that we necessarily wouldn't have been able to do if we were still on the path with our old professor. Love Cohen, love you, dude. But it was definitely time for someone new to step in. And I mean, we've upgraded the whole studio. It's been really nice, and we've gotten to learn from someone that has experience in the real world and has done things that a lot of us aspire to do.
Yeah, it was definitely a weird experience. When I first applied, I didn't know Cohen was retiring, so I fully expected to have him as the GM for the rest of my time here. And so the switch up was a weird experience. It was a good experience overall. I think we learned more than probably any other management team.
Honestly, yeah.
Because we just had to figure things out because there wasn't already that existing
Yeah, it was kind of like starting from scratch with a much bigger workload, but it was definitely worth it.
Yep.
Do you have anything else to add?
What is your favorite thing that Rick has taught you so far?
I don't know if I can say that on TV.
I appreciate the freedom I've been given with being able to change things and make my own stuff with all the technology. That's been really cool, and I've learned a lot from, especially building the sports set. I would never have gotten that experience without that freedom to do it. So.
Yeah, mine is probably just through being the news producer and always just putting in so much work when sometimes when the class is lacking or something, him just kind of reminding me that it's really not that big of a deal and that I'm still doing a good job, whether or not the newscast turns out perfect, and just supporting me through wanting to be a producer and stuff like that.
So we got someone coming in. What's your advice towards people that's, I guess, wants to apply next semester or wants to join the team? Because as you said, you're graduating, so we're going to lose you, which is sad. But
yeah. I think you really need to have. You kind of need to have an appreciation for what you're doing and the opportunities you've been given, because if you make the most of your time here, you can really learn a lot, and you can get enough experience to be, to do whatever you want after college. Even in college, I know Grayson has gotten a lot of experiences with internships and stuff like that, and so have I. So if you really take advantage of the opportunities you're given, then you can move up pretty quick, I think. And I think Ken and Aaron were a good example of that, because they entered the student management team off of one semester in 109. So.
Yeah, I definitely feel just take advantage of every single opportunity you get, because not everyone gets these opportunities. And I mean, it's honestly just a lot of fun. I'm so excited for you to be on management, because we're gonna have so much fun creating things, and I know that you're passionate about entertainment. I would hate my job if I wasn't passionate about news, but I love it because you're doing it every single time you walk into Esch Hall. And Logan's always fixing something. If he wasn't passionate about that, he would hate it. So
That's true.
Definitely love what you're doing, and just, take every opportunity to make content that's fun, or to be around the management staff or be around the class, because it goes so fast, and I don't feel like we're graduating soon, and yeah.
All right, enough of that. Is pumpkin a fruit?
What?
Is a pumpkin a fruit?
No, it's got seeds. Oh, wait.
No, that means it.
No, it is a fruit. It is a fruit because it has seeds. Because tomato's a fruit, tomato has seeds. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure seeds is the only requirement of a fruit?
I think it's a fruit.
Because it grows on a vine like a tomato.
Yeah, it's a fruit.
And a strawberry.
A strawberry is a fruit, not a melon?
A melon's a fruit.
Just checking.
Yeah, but aren't the seeds on the outside of a strawberry?
Yeah.
So what is this?
It's a fruit.
It's a fruit.
Okay, I have a question for you. How do you make your grilled cheese?
How do, like, specifically how do
I want
I?
a step-by-step rundown of how you
Okay.
make your grilled
All right,
cheese.
I'll go first.
Okay.
So,
It's probably gonna be the same way.
yeah, no, I melt butter and then on a pan, and then I soak it up with one slice, and then melt some more butter and on the other slice, and I leave that there. Put the cheese on, and then the other slice, and then I can flip it.
That's not how I do mine.
Yeah. See, people do it differently.
Okay.
Some people like put the butter on first.
Well,
There you
I do the same thing you do with the butter and then toast both sides of my toast, and then I put mozzarella cheese. I use mozzarella cheese.
How do you toast both sides of toast? You don't need to toast the bread.
Oh, toast both sides of bread.
Yeah, that's what I
Sorry.
thought.
And then I put one slice of mozzarella cheese down on my skillet, and I burn it a little bit, and then I put it on the bread, and then I put new mozzarella cheese on that, and I put it together, and I put it on the skillet in the oven at 325 for like 5 minutes and melt it.
So
It's the best. And you put garlic on it, a little bit of like garlic on it, and a little bit of chili
grilled
powder,
cheese.
and then you put it in the oven and you take it out. It's really good.
So here in
Liam
both of
does not
those,
look
whose grilled
appetizing.
cheese are you gonna have?
Out of both of those, probably Logan's.
Mine has more
I
seasoning.
think
Somehow
Logan would go.
overcomplicated goat cheese.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't take long. It takes
Bro's
5
gonna put-
minutes.
You
put it
gotta
in
heat
the oven.
the oven to 325.
You can put it in there before.
Well, I asked Kenna and Aaron this earlier. How do you feel about our new mascot of Tupac?
I love
great.
Tupac. I'm looking at him right now. I have a crush on Tupac. I've had a crush on Tupac since I was young, and he's just so cute. And I wish he's not dead. That's the thing.
Oh.
I don't believe it. So I'm just waiting for
Bro, I
him
went to
to
school
come
with him. I
back.
saw him die.
You didn't go to school with him.
Yeah, I did. We were sitting next to each other and Mr.
Tupac
Matthews.
would be like 55 today.
I am.
All right. So yeah, I don't think he's dead. I think he's
Yeah.
living somewhere in Costa Rica.
He's probably not dead.
Yeah, he's not dead.
Same with Juice.
Who?
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD?
What do you mean
He's
who?
alive.
I don't
I
know
saw him.
the Juice
I saw him
WRLD.
in Mexico last weekend.
He did.
You were in Mexico last weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lie. You were
All right,
flying.
when we come back, we will have our GM Rick on here really quickly. We'll be right back.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Duh.
There's often a moment when you're helping somebody with math where they just suddenly get over that little barrier and they get it. It's a nice aha moment, and I really like being involved in helping students achieve that moment, and we do get a lot of those here in the tutoring lab.
Welcome back to the Andile and Liam show. We got a new guest, special GM, Mr. Rick Dunkel. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. Can't
How are
complain.
your time management skills working out today?
Perfect, actually.
Yeah.
Perfect, yeah. I think we're on time for the
Rick,
show.
Hey, Rick, can you turn your mic on? At the top.
A lesson to turn your mics on.
There we go. Okay, so I guess since we've been talking about our UND staff, how much of a factor does the management staff factor you in your daily operations as well as UND TV as a whole?
The management staff is everything. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. I wouldn't be able to do anything, honestly. I mean, the class would not function without them. Not without you. I mean, it'd be
Oh, okay.
But like without Aaron.
Yeah.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thanks, Aaron.
Thank you. So you've been here for 1.5 years so far in your career at UND. So overall, how have you enjoyed it?
I love it. I mean, I really do. Because we can do anything we want at pretty much any time. And that's cool.
So how do you transition from that very professional ways and the big Hollywoods and LAs and and how do you bring it back to good old Indiana?
Well, I sleep a lot more, I'll say that. I don't know, there wasn't really, it's the same thing. I mean, it's still 10, 12-hour days and just making stuff left and right, and it's fun because I get to watch you all kind of kill it. I mean, it was funny when you were asking the other two, like, what they'd learned from me. I'm like, I'm not a teacher kind of teach person. Like, I just, you know, here's all the cool toys, now go at it, you know, because that's how I learned, and I feel like that's how everyone else learns.
Yeah.
You may not think it's teaching, but it is at the same time.
Thank you.
You give people the creative thought to go out there, you know. Very inspirational, I would say
I
that.
appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Now, what are some very, I guess, just overall expectations with Good Morning Greyhounds as well as UND-TV next semester?
What was the question?
What are some expectations with, I guess, either Good Morning Greyhounds or just UND-TV as a whole?
Well, Good Morning Greyhounds is going to have a new producer, so I'm a little worried about that. I'm not sure. You know, it's always tricky when you bring in a new producer because you don't know how they're going to gel with the team or if they're going to work out. So we'll see how that goes. I'm praying every night. But the newscast, I mean, I'm really excited for that. We're going to do a competition team that's, we just had auditions last week. We're going to figure out who's going to be in that. We haven't made any announcements because we haven't actually had a chance to sit down and talk about it yet, but that'll be pretty cool because then we're going to have two newscasts, one that the class does and then another one that's kind of same anchors every week that are going to be entering in. We didn't enter enough competitions this year, and the third floor is kind of big on competitions, so we're going to embrace that this coming year.
Do you think entertainment's going to enter any competitions?
I think the newscast and Real Talk will, you know, 2024 is an election year. I think we're going to focus a lot on, you know, tracking all the candidates throughout the year because we do a big election night production. So yeah, I think Real Talk, the newscast, Last Call, I think those are going to really be like our exceptional shows.
Gotcha. So nothing about entertainment?
Entertainment. Do we have an entertainment?
No.
I mean, it's probably just going to cover the Eras tour. Now, I think entertainment's in better hands now.
It is. Yeah, as we touched on, he is the new entertainment dude.
Sorry.
I don't know if you knew, but
I did not.
Yeah, I appointed him.
Your mic should be on the inside of your hat.
So, tell me about your favorite pickle meal.
Barbecue pork.
Okay.
Next.
Yeah.
Now this is a very serious topic, so we have a new mascot. So what are your thoughts?
Yes.
What are your thoughts of the wonderful, as he's on the screen right now?
I think it was a tragedy. I'm glad that allegedly they've caught his killer. We'll see how that pans out. Everyone's innocent until proven, you know, guilty. But maybe he lives, as my executive producer is saying off. But hopefully they had enough evidence to arrest whoever they did, because that'd be really crappy if they brought him in and he's not guilty.
Mm. Man, I didn't think about it that way.
True. What size shoe are you?
14.
Okay.
What size shoe are you?
US 11.
In Botswana, what's that?
UK 10, EU 44.
44?
Yeah.
Is it millimeters?
I don't know. 44 and a half, my bad.
Are those Slytherin socks?
Yes, they are. I'm actually Ravenclaw, but me and Draco go way back, so.
All right, I have new respect for you because I'm actually Ravenclaw as well, so we'll get along just fine.
Thanks.
You guys talking about Star Wars?
Yeah, Star
Did
Wars.
someone just ask what Ravenclaw is?
So he's banned from class ever again.
We're about to go on break. It's a great time for you to watch all 8 Harry Potter films. and then you will understand.
Before we get
Those-
sidetracked, we would like to thank all the guests that's coming out on our show on the Liam and Andile and Liam show.
Get it right.
Thank you, Rick, for coming on.
Anytime.
We just want to one more time for a moment of silence for Tupac, please,
And for entertainment.
and for entertainment. May Tupac live in our hearts forever.
Amen.
Thank you for joining us. We may or may not be back next semester. But yeah, see you guys.